Yeah, right. Welcome. Welcome indeed, and I'll try to be quite fast so that you get released and go and file your stories. Let me start by saying His Excellency the President and First Secretary of ZANU, Comrade E.D. Nangagwa, welcomed members and called the 316th ordinary session of the Politburo to order at 11 a.m. The Vice President and Second Secretary, retired General Dr. Constantino Chiwenga, presented a report on the increase of prices. The report was extensively discussed, focusing on price stabilization. The report reflected that multi-stakeholder engagement was undertaken with industry, civil society, government, and indeed other sections of the community. The report notes that A, fuel as a cost driver across the board and its impact on the general populace has to some extent been addressed and will continuously be monitored. We are aware of the recent reductions in fuel which are announced. So we shall continue to monitor the situation, hoping that we can further see some reductions when the economy, of course, improves. There has been some noticeable price reduction, as I've said, of some basic commodities. But as the economy improves, more reductions are expected. The issue of foreign currency shortages must be viewed as a business mandate and not just the responsibility of government. We don't intend, of course, to tamper with market pricing, as this might cause unnecessary distortions in the economy. The pharmaceutical industry is also a cause for concern. The Minister of Health, Dr. David Parrenyato, informed the meeting that at the recent African Union Summit held in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, Zimbabwe received an ANMA award in excellence in the reduction of malaria throughout the country. So we're honored as a country to receive such an award. The report given, of course, by Dr. Chiwenga was adopted, and the committee chaired by himself, that is retired General Dr. Constantino Chiwenga, was mandated to continue with its work and report to the Politburo quarterly. The Minister of Agriculture, retired Air Chief Marshal Perez Shiri, gave a comprehensive report on the state of agriculture in the country. The report stated that the national maize stock holding at GMB is at 998,826 metric tons against a national consumption of 150,000 per month. The country is currently food security. Although the country has been gripped by some drought, irrigation equipment has been procured to alleviate the inadequate rainfall in order to increase crop productivity through provision of pivots, generators, transformers, etc. Prolonged drought conditions are still a threat to grazing land, and plans are underway to counteract this problem. The report also covered the Presidential Input Support Scheme. The program, as you are aware, is supporting 1.8 million households for maize and 400,000 households for cotton. A report was given on the rainfall situation, distribution, crops status or stage, crop condition, and general irrigation development. The report also covered command livestock, fisheries, and wildlife, inclusive of the state of animal health, including foot and mouth and tick-borne diseases. There was also a report given on the environment, water, and climate. The National Political Commissar, Lieutenant General retired Dr. E. Rugeje, gave a commissariat report covering voter registration exercise and the state of the party in general. His Excellency the President, Comrade Edim Nangagwa, in line with the Foreign Affairs 100-day program of action, successfully completed a significant regional tour to brief his elders and counterparts on the smooth and peaceful transition which took place in Zimbabwe. In this regard, the regional member states pledged unflinching support for the new administration. The Politburo noted the report with great satisfaction. The Politburo also received updates from the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Trade, Lieutenant General retired Dr. Khaya Moyo, who reported on His Excellency's successful visit to Davos, where Zimbabwe's message of re-engagement was affectionately received, putting Zimbabwe as a country of the global moment and open for business. Finally, the Minister of Foreign Affairs I've just referred to briefed the Politburo on the inaugural attendance of His Excellency President Idi Mnangagwa to the 30th Ordinary Session of the AU Assembly held in Addis Ababa recently, whose theme was, and I quote, "Winning the fight against corruption, a sustainable path to Africa's transformation." The President received thunderous applause throughout his briefings to the AU Summit, and the Politburo noted that we as a country are indeed on the right path to achieve our set goals of economic emancipation. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the Politburo debated and is still debating on a few other items, which, of course, I didn't think were necessary to keep you waiting.